It's over, isn't it? All the blood, the screams, the sacrifices, they've led me here to this silence, this deafening, suffocating silence. I fought with everything I had, gave every ounce of my soul, and yet it wasn't enough. Nothing was enough. Do you know what it feels like to break your own spirit, piece by piece? To look in the mirror every night and see the monster you swore you'd never become staring back at you? I carried the weight of hope once. I carried it like a shield, thinking it would protect me. But hope is fragile. It cracks under pressure, shatters under the weight of reality. I tried to be strong, I tried to save them, but strength doesn't mean a damn thing when the world is intent on burning. You can wield the sharpest sword, wear the heaviest armor, and still life finds a way to cut you deeper than any blade ever could. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was supposed to be the one they could count on, the one who never faltered, the one who stood tall even when the sky fell apart. But the truth is I'm no hero. I'm just a broken man who thought he could fight fate. And now I sit here drowning in the ashes of what could have been, crying over the ghosts of those I couldn't save. Why did I think I was enough? Why did I think I could fix a world so intent on destroying itself? I've lost everything, every friend, every ally, every dream. All gone, taken, stolen by the cruelty of this life. And now all that's left is me and this hollow, aching emptiness. But maybe that's the point. Maybe we're meant to break, to shatter, to fall apart so completely that there's nothing left to lose. Maybe it's only in the ruins of who we were that we find out who we really are. I'm angry, God. I'm so angry at them, at the world, at myself. I blame myself for everything, every failure, every loss. It's all on me. I could have fought harder, could have been better, smarter, stronger, but I wasn't. And now their blood stains my hands. Their voices echo in my head, reminding me of how I failed them. I hear them in my dreams every night, calling out to me, begging me to save them. But I can't. I couldn't then, and I can't now. So what am I supposed to do? What's left for a man who's lost everything? What's left for a warrior when the battle is done and there's no victory to celebrate? No peace to protect? I'll tell you what's left. Me, just me. Me broken, beaten, but still breathing. And as long as I'm breathing, there's still a fight. It's not about winning anymore. It's not about saving the world or being the hero. It's about enduring. It's about standing up even when your legs are shaking, even when your heart is screaming at you to give up. Because giving up isn't an option. Not for me, not for them. I'll carry this pain, this guilt, this sorrow for them. I'll wear it like armor. Let it fuel me, push me forward. I'll be the monster if that's what the world needs. I'll be the villain in my own story if it means someone else gets to live. But don't mistake my grief for weakness. Don't mistake these tears for surrender. This pain is a part of me now, a scar carved into my soul. And scars don't fade. They remind us of what we've endured, of what we've survived. I am a warrior, not because I'm strong, but because I refuse to stop fighting. Even when the world crumbles, even when hope is nothing but a distant memory, I will fight for them, for the ones I couldn't save, for the ones who still have a chance. It's the end, yes, but endings are just beginnings in disguise. And as long as I draw breath, as long as this heart of mine still beats, I will rise again and again. So hear me now, world. You can break me, beat me, tear me apart, but you will never destroy me. I am the sum of my scars, the product of my pain, and I am still here. It's the end, but it's not my end. Not yet. You think this is strength, don't you? To stand here battered and broken, still walking forward. No, this isn't strength. This is stubbornness. Strength left me a long time ago. It drained out with every drop, drop by drop of blood, with every scream I heard, with every name I can't bear to whisper now. They always say warriors are forged in pain, that suffering is what makes us strong. But they never tell you what happens when the pain doesn't stop. When it doesn't teach you, doesn't harden you, but consumes you instead. You don't become stronger, you just become numb, cold, empty. Maybe that's what the world wanted from me all along. A hollow shell, a weapon without a soul. They called me a savior once. They sang songs about my victories, cheered for me as I marched into battle. But they didn't see the cost. They didn't see what it took for me to stand in front of them and pretend I wasn't dying inside. And now there's no one left to sing, no one left to cheer, just echoes. Echoes of the lives I couldn't save, the promises I couldn't keep. Do you know what it's like to carry that weight? To look at your hands and see nothing but the blood of those who believed in you? I see them when I close my eyes. Their faces, their eyes, the way they looked at me in their final moments. Some were hopeful, some were afraid, some looked betrayed, like they knew I wasn't enough, like they knew I had already failed them. And I did. I failed them all, because no matter how hard I fought, no matter how many enemies I struck down, it was never enough. The war kept coming, the losses kept piling up. And here I am, standing in the ashes of everything I tried to protect, alone. You want to know the truth? The truth is, I envy them, the ones who are gone, the ones who don't have to feel this anymore. They're free from the pain, the guilt, the endless torment of trying and failing. But me, I'm the one left behind, chained to this nightmare, forced to carry the weight of every soul I couldn't save. Yet even in this darkness, even in this hell I call my life, there's a part of me that refuses to let go. A part of me that screams at me to keep going, even when everything else tells me to stop. I don't know if it's hope, or pride, or sheer stupidity. Let them mock me, judge me, write me off as a broken man clinging to a battle that's already lost. I don't care. I don't fight for their approval. I fight because I must. Do you hear me? I fight because it's all I know, because it's all I have left. Because if I stop, if I lay down my blade, then who will stand? Who will rise when the darkness comes again? It's not about victory anymore. It's not about glory or honor or any of the lies they used to tell me. It's about endurance. It's about standing in the fire, letting it burn away everything you were, and still refusing to fall. And maybe I'll lose. Maybe this will be the fight that finally breaks me. But if it is, then so be it. I'll go down screaming, with my blade in my hand and defiance in my heart. Because even if I fall, even if the darkness takes me, it will know that I fought, that I didn't bow, didn't surrender. I am a warrior, not because I'm fearless, but because I'm terrified and I fight anyway. Not because I'm unbreakable, but because I break and rebuild myself every damn day. And I will keep fighting for the ones who are gone, for the ones who still believe, for the promise I made long ago. So come on then, let the end come, let the darkness rise, let the world throw everything it has at me. I'll stand here, alone if I must, and face it all, because I am not done. Not yet. This is the end. Yes, but it's also the beginning of something new, something stronger, something unyielding. And if I fall, if this is where my story ends, then let it be a story worth remembering. Let it be a story of a warrior who fought with everything he had, who stood tall even in the face of despair, who refused to give up even when the world begged him to. Let them remember me, not as a hero, not as a savior, but as a man who refused to bow. Because I am still here, and as long as I'm here, the fight will go on. You think this is strength? This endless march forward? It's not strength. It's desperation. It's the refusal to let go, to admit defeat, even when defeat is all that's left. I don't walk because I believe I'll find salvation. I walk because stopping means drowning in the silence, and I'd rather break my legs than let that happen. Do you hear me, world? Do you hear the sound of my boots crunching through this wasteland? That's not victory. It's defiance. It's all I have left. I've carried this weight for so long that I've forgotten what it feels like to stand upright, forgotten what it feels like to breathe without choking on regret. But that's the thing about burdens. They don't get lighter, you just get stronger. Or you pretend to. I've built my life on pretending. Pretending to be the hero they needed, the leader they wanted, the man I could never really be. I wore the mask so well that I started to believe it myself. But the truth is I'm nothing more than a broken sword, a shadow of the warrior I once was, or maybe the warrior I never really was. They say warriors are made in fire, forged in the heat of battle. But fire doesn't just forge, it destroys. It burns away everything that makes you human, leaves you hollow, charred, and twisted. That's what I am now, a ruin, a ghost walking through a world that no longer has a place for me. But even ruins can have purpose. Even ghosts can haunt the living. So I keep moving, not for me, never for me, but for them. For the ones who can't move anymore. For the ones whose lives were cut short because I wasn't fast enough, wasn't strong enough. Their voices are my compass now. Their screams my battle cry. Do you understand what that means? It means every step I take, every breath I draw, is a monument to my failures. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Because if I let go of that pain, if I let go of them, then what's left of me? Nothing. Pain is what keeps me alive. It's the fire in my chest, the weight in my gut, the thing that drives me forward when everything else has fallen away. And maybe that's the cruelest part of all, that the very thing that's killing me is the only thing keeping me standing. But I'll take it. I'll take the pain, the sorrow, the endless gnawing guilt. I'll take it because it's mine, because I earned it, because it's all I have left of them. Do you think I don't know how this ends? Do you think I don't see the writing on the wall, the storm on the horizon? This path doesn't lead to salvation. It doesn't lead to peace. It leads to one place, and one place only, my grave. And you know what? That's fine. If this is how it ends, if my story finishes with blood on my hands and tears in my eyes, then so be it. I'll face that end with my head held high, with fire in my heart and steel in my grip. Because if nothing else, I'll go down fighting. But not yet. Not today. Today I keep walking. Today I carry the weight. Today I fight not for me but for them. For the ones who still believe even if I don't. For the ones who still dream even if my dreams have turned to ash. Because that's what it means to be a warrior. It's not about glory or honor or victory. It's about sacrifice. It's about giving everything you have, everything you are, and asking for nothing in return. It's about standing when you have every reason to fall, fighting when you have every reason to quit, and refusing to let the darkness win. So yes, this is the end, but it's also the beginning of a new fight, a new purpose, a new chance to make something, anything worth saving. And if I fall along the way, if this path breaks me, destroys me, leaves me as nothing more than a memory, then let it. Let the world take what it wants from me. I have nothing left to give but my blood, my sweat, my tears, and I'll give it all, because in the end, that's all we are, isn't it? Just stories, just whispers in the wind, echoes in the dark. And if my story is to end, let it end with a roar. Let it end with fire and fury, with defiance and rage, with every ounce of strength I have left. Let them remember me, not as a hero, not as a savior, but as a warrior who fought until his last breath. Because that's who I am. That's who I have to be. And until that final moment comes, until the darkness takes me, I will keep walking, keep fighting, keep breathing, because it's not over yet. Not for me, not for them, not until the very end.